There comes a time in every man's life when the mirror becomes an enemy, not because it lies, but because it shows the truth, the kind of truth you can't escape. You look at yourself, and for a second, you don't see a man. You see the ghost of the man you could have been, and that realization burns more than anything else. This is not vengeance against the world, no. This is vengeance against yourself, because deep down, you know you had it. The potential, the hunger, the fire. But somewhere along the way, you let it die. You stopped showing up. You started talking yourself out of your own greatness. And now, every night before you sleep, that voice whispers, "You could have been more." And you hate that voice, not because it's wrong, but because it's right. You scroll through the world, watching others rise, while you stay stuck in the same cycle. Sleep, eat, repeat, regret, and you tell yourself, "I'll change tomorrow." But tomorrow never comes. Days turn into months, dreams turn into memories, and before you know it, you've built a life around comfort, a life that kills your potential, one soft choice at a time. That's the betrayal, not from friends, not from family, but from the man in the mirror, the one who promised he'd do better and didn't. But here's the thing, a man can only run from his own shadow for so long. Eventually he stops. He looks at that reflection and says, "Enough." That's where vengeance begins. Not the kind that destroys, but the kind that rebuilds. The kind that turns regret into fuel and anger into armor. You don't want pity. You don't want validation. You want to feel alive again. Want to wake up with a reason. You want to silence that voice in your head that calls you weak. So you decide from this moment forward, you're not fighting the world. You're fighting yourself. The lazy version of you, the distracted version of you, the fearful, insecure version of you. You declare war on him. Every time you feel like quitting, he wins. Every time you choose comfort, he grows stronger. Every time you waste a day, he takes another step ahead of you. But not this time, not anymore. Because now you've seen what you're capable of, and you refuse to die with that potential still inside you. You might not have people around you right now. You might not have support. No one may understand your silence, your grind, your isolation. That's fine, because this path, this vengeance, it's personal. You're not doing it for applause. You're doing it to become the man you should have been all along. Starts with the smallest of steps. Waking up early when no one's watching, putting your phone down, choosing discomfort, taking accountability. You'll fail, you'll fall, but each time you rise again a little stronger, a little sharper, a little more dangerous. That's vengeance. That's redemption. Because vengeance isn't loud. It's not about revenge posts or fake confidence. It's silent. It's in the sweat. It's in the long nights when you keep going. It's in the quiet moments when you tell yourself, "I won't quit this time." And the world won't notice at first. They'll still see the same guy, quiet, broken, invisible. But one day, they'll look again, and they won't recognize you. Because that man they doubted, that man they forgot, he turned his pain into purpose. He turned his anger into focus. He turned his loneliness into his greatest weapon. That's the vengeance arc. The moment when a man decides he's done wasting time, done chasing validation, done being weak. When he says, "I'll rebuild myself piece by piece, and I'll make them remember who I am. But more importantly, I'll make myself remember who I am." And you'll notice something powerful. Once you start walking that path, the loneliness turns into peace. The silence becomes strength, and that mirror, it no longer mocks you, it respects you. Because it sees a man who didn't run from his demons. He faced them, he studied them, he conquered them. Every rep, every rejection, Every night you stayed in while others partied, it all adds up. Not to fame, not to likes, but to respect, the kind you can only earn from yourself. You see, this vengeance is not about hatred, it's about love. Love for the man you could become, love for the family that depends on you, love for the version of yourself who refused to give up. That's the secret no one tells you. The greatest vengeance is self-transformation. When they expect you to break, and you rise. When they expect you to fail, and you endure. When the world forgets you, but you keep showing up anyway, you'll become unstoppable. Not because you're fearless, but because you've learned to walk with your fear. The real battle is not fought in the gym, or at work, or on social media. It's fought inside your mind every single day. The man who learns to master that battlefield, he doesn't need revenge, because his success becomes it. So let me ask you, have you started your journey yet? Have you looked in the mirror and told yourself, this ends today? Because no one's coming to save you, brother. No mentor, no friend, no miracle. It's just you and the man you could become. And I know it hurts right now. I know you're tired. I know you're angry. But that's good. That means the fire is still there. That means you still care. Don't let that flame die out again. Use it, feed it. Let it burn through every excuse, every fear, every doubt. You've been betrayed by your own comfort long enough. Now it's time to rise. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because one day, you'll look back and realize this was the moment the weak version of you died and the real one was born. This is your vengeance arc, your resurrection, your rebirth. Until next time, keep working, keep grinding.